Hi friends, welcome back to the Guitar Spar, and yes, I'm back. I know I've disappeared for months because I've the market opened up and I've been traveling extensively. From April, May, June, I was up in Copenhagen, one of the head office of my company, and then July I was traveling. August I was 3 5 days trip, and then arrested. I was busy, and just last week I was up in Vietnam, and it's been exciting. This year is actually a fantastic life. The one of the best years. In fact, it's the best year I ever had in my career, also in my life. I'm so happy, and yeah, I've done a couple guitars, but I didn't have time to really review them. And right now I have one special guitar that came in from a special friend, and he bought it for a day, and he got this 812 fretter that came in from Taylor Guitars, and I'm so excited to set this up. Fitted a new FMI saddle on this, a four slice mammoth ivory saddle on this, and all I can say it's an exceptional guitar, lightly built, and I'm gonna review it and play it a little bit. I haven't been playing for a long time, so pardon me if I made any mistake in any way. And right now people are saying it's a recession and stuff like that. I just want to say that dead fishes swim downstream. So if you want to survive, you want to thrive in this present economy, is to swim upstream. And in any difficult situations, there are people who's going to make money, and be the one who's going to be the one who makes the money. And also, most important is take care of your relationships with your family, especially your wife and your kids. Okay, coming back, this is a Taylor, the V class system is a 12 fretter. It's like a grand concert size. You have ebony bridge, ebony fretboard, but this ebony fretboard has a little bit of colorations that is makes it very unique. And then they have their 800 series inlay that is on this guitar. Maple binding on this guitar with black, very thick black two purfling lines that accentuate the guitar, makes it a little bit interesting. You got the abalone purfling, but on top of it is bold with brown purfling lines on this. Wooden big guard on this. Slotted head on this baby. Sitka spruce top. So the V class basically is, rather than having a X brace here, the V class bracings basically is to have a V this way, all the way down here. What it does is it reinforces here, but it flexes, gives a little bit of that flexibility on this top here to give you a more tighter bass, clearer treble response. That's why I felt about this. And also this guitar, because it's Andy Powers, the way he designed it, it's all lightly built. So this guitar right now, I think the V class is a bit more stable than the previous last X brace that tend to swell a little bit more. Back and sides, good old Indian rosewood Sitka spruce top on this, beautiful. And the interesting thing here is you can see a bevel that is fitted over this, so you can see the maple strips here, binding here, and then they apply a bevel on this part of thing. So what are the advantage of a bevel? Every time when you use your current guitar to play, and when you put your elbow there, it does mute a little bit of that tone. So what they do is they fit underneath, they fit a reinforced piece of wood, and then they bevel it so that it becomes a bit more comfortable, which is actually a fantastic innovation from Ryan and Laskin, who came up with this idea. And also the slotted head. I think the slotted head is one beautiful invention, though I don't really like changing strings on a slotted head, but it's just patience, right? For me and maybe a few other guys, we don't like changing strings, but every time you need to change strings, just take a little bit more time, patience, and it does get okay. It comes with the new ES system. Okay, the OS. What's the difference between a new ES system and old ES system? The old ES system, ES2 system, sounded very mid-rangey and so mid-rangey till is not very natural. Now they have tweaked the EQ on this to make it a little more microphonic. So if you, there are three screws here, Allen key screws that you can adjust according. So I've adjusted accordingly so to give you that microphonic. If you adjust too much, if you tighten a little bit too much, one tip, if you tighten a little bit too much, you get a little that too much mid-rangey. You then you just pull it back a little bit. It should be fine. And the rest is all skill and EQ. Guitar comes with, I think, the HG strings, but I prefer, because the HG strings, I think the way it's braced, it inhibits the top from moving. Okay, why? Because higher tension, it adds a lot about stress, and then it inhibits here. So I fitted the light gauge strings on this, and it plays like a breeze, and also it plays very responsively. Okay, I'll remove their plastic saddle, I mean, like task saddle, and fit it with the FMI and radius it according to the fretboard, and now it plays even better. Okay, so let's hear how it sounds. You know, I mean, it's a small body, so it's very comfortable, but it's 12 fretter, so you saw I goofed this now because I haven't been practicing. So it just tells you, it's a great reminder for all of us, you know, before you play, practice your chops. It's important to practice your chops, because every professional practice their chops. So that when, you know, somebody says showing up is 90%, but the other 10% you really have to practice, you know what I mean? It's very sweet sounding. right, man. I haven't really been playing for a long time, and I did, during my stressful period, play a little bit. It's always good to get in tune. Life is all about mindset. Okay, remember, life is all about mindset. You are what you think, you produce what you think, so whatever you think about amplifies, right? I mean, what should I play and how should I play and how should this song for Claris? Okay, let me just put the mic a little bit higher, a little bit, I mean, it's beautiful sounding guitar, I mean. Thank God for a cutaway. Alright, something I need to just explain. I was talking to this owner and he owns a Goodall. I used to own a Goodall, a Parlor Goodall, which actually is a fantastic sounding guitar. But we all would agree, and I don't know how and why, and it's just the way it is, that the necks on the tailor just feels that good, I mean, after the third fret. Are they the best sounding guitar? Not necessarily. Some of them are extremely sweet, but it just, when you play a Taylor guitar, it just puts you in that state, like musically. I mean, sometimes you are, it's like you play certain music, you just want to groove and dance. It's the same with the guitar, and then, I just feel great, especially after the third fret, right? I mean, just. I think that's the reason why, I mean, now you're beginning to see more and more people playing the Taylors on stage, especially because it's a simple guitar, easy, fast. The guitar is relatively stable, so I think that's the main thing, right? It's so stable that, weather and things like that, it's not very temperamental in that sense, right? So I think in the sense it's actually a fantastic guitar, but is it the best sounding guitar? No, Okay, just play one more tone and then. I'm rusty. Alright, there you go. The 812 12 fretter, very nice V-Class Sitka spruce top with ebony bridge, ebony fretboard, a lovely wooden pickguard on this. I love the maple binding on this, special ES system on this. Indian rosewood back and sides, lovely 12 fretter that is joined onto the body. It's very light, sweet guitar with the slotted headstock. These are all available from Swee Lee in Singapore. I mean, this guy bought this from Swee Lee. Okay, this is a small guitar, so you can play it at home, songwriting, songwriting. All right. If you're going through a tough time, remember tough times don't last. You know, I've seen people. You know, tough time doesn't last. You know, tough people last. So you know, be that tough person. You know, don't just try your very best. I mean, if you've been trying all your while using this method, maybe it's time to move on to a different method. The other thing is, I think if you are in success, this year a few friends and also I've had some experience of people where you know success has really over overtook them, and pride does come before a fall, and so you know I've seen cases where um, suddenly they were just no more, man, from the face of the earth. You know, I mean, so I mean, I would say always when you succeed, always remember the people that help you, your family, your co-workers, your team members. You know, begin to thank them because lest you think that it was all you. Yes, you are the leader. Yes, you were number one then, but you know there's every season for every person, right? So just do not rest on your laurels, do not rest you know on all your success, and also look back and be humble, and also ask I think sometimes the most successful people are the most humble people. I've seen some of them, and they are always asking how can I do better. They are asking sometimes people are less experienced with it, how would you do it, and then from there they will try to pick up those nuggets, right? I mean, um, you're having a bad relationship with your family or your business partner, maybe it's time for you to just look back and say, okay, I've made a mistake, I've done wrong, I've communicated wrongly, I've been proud, and during this COVID 2.5 years, you know, I've really sat down because I had a lot of time, right? And it's important to look at back and said, yeah, I told one of my colleagues that I made a lot of mistakes. You know, I shouldn't have said what I shouldn't have said, but I think the main thing right now is I've learned from my mistakes, and there are times where I really need to shut up, you know, and sometimes the best thing to say is not to say anything. So I just wish you well right now, and life will be better. Remember, you know, and only someone out there, can put you at the right place at the right time. I'll see you soon. This is Jarvis. Live with passion. Play your guitar. Allow love, joy, peace, hope, persistence, patience rule your life. See you soon. Bye bye.